Did that wake you up? Good morning. I'm the Reverend Tom Rosiello, minister of this fellowship, and it's wonderful to be with you again this morning. If you happen to be visiting today and are willing to be recognized, please stand so that we can see you and greet you after the service. Any of us? If you're visiting on Zoom, please type your name into the chat and where you're from, and maybe how you heard of us, and stay on after the service so our Zoom host can welcome you. For those folks who are new or relatively new here at the Aldea, you're invited to join me about 10 minutes after the service. We'll ring a bell when we do it to learn a little bit more about Unitarian Universalism, this congregation, meet other new members, and ask any questions you may have. Grab a coffee over here, and then come to the back room over there, and I'll look forward to meeting you. And by the way, those who are considering membership, this is a great time for you to join because you can be eligible to vote at our upcoming annual meeting. And Susan, where are you? Susan over there, she can give you more information, or you can get it online. And if you don't live here full-time or even part-time, even those who are here for a short time and only join us via Zoom, you are most welcome to be members. And if you're on Zoom, you can just click on the membership section of the website and the form is there. Each week we begin our service with a ritual of lighting a chalice. The flaming chalice represents many things central to our faith tradition. The light of truth, the warmth of community, the fire of justice. It's a beacon of welcome to all those seeking a liberal faith and spiritual home. It burns as the light of hope, leading us even in the darkest times, calling us to a faith without fear, guiding us on a path of love and service. This morning, it's wonderful to have our children with us for the beginning of our service, and Ann Geyer will now lead us in the words and gestures that the children use to light their chalice. They'll be on the screen. We'll recite them only in Spanish, but the translation will appear on the screen as well. And don't forget the gestures.
Thanks. Can you light it, Tom?
Yes, I will.
Bueno. Okay. Y iluminamos este cáliz para celebrar el unitario universalismo. Así. Okay.
Just do it.
Okay.
Join Ann in Spanish.
Okay, sí. Okay. Este es el lugar de la mente abierta. Okay. Este es el lugar de las manos que ayudan. Okay. Este es el lugar del corazón amoroso. Juntos nos cuidamos unos a otros, cuidamos la tierra y trabajamos por la amistad y la paz en nuestro mundo. Gracias. Nos cuidamos unos a otros, cuidamos la tierra y trabajamos por la amistad y la paz en nuestro mundo.
Today we have a lesson for all ages that comes from the Bible. It's the story of the widow's mite, and Sebastian's going to help me with this. So, Sebastian, want to come on up? You stand on that side, okay? You'll be closer to the mic, okay? Once upon a time, there was an old lady who was very poor. She's on her way to church. I think I see her coming now.
Érase una vez una anciana que era muy pobre. Va de camino a la iglesia. Creo que ya viene.
Well, she's given just 2 pesos, I think. She's given just 2 pesos, the only 2 pesos she had. And I think I see off in the distance, a rich lady is now coming. She has a lot of money.
Bueno, ella ha dado todo lo que tenía, pero solo son 2 pesos. Mira, ahora viene una señora rica. Tiene mucho dinero.
Wow. Well, the rich lady gave a lot more. But who do you think was really the most generous?
Bueno, la mujer rica dio más. Pero, ¿quién crees que fue el más generoso?
We're going to leave that question with the children to take with them to their class. And now the children will, with Aunt's help, will light their lantern from our flaming chalice and bring the flame of this community with them to their classroom to begin their activities. As they do, we will sing them on their way with Vayan en paz, go now in peace.
Good morning, buenos dias. My name is Lauren Osornio, and I now invite you all to stand as you're willing and able and join together in reciting our fellowship's unique covenant. This is a promise we aspire to of how to be in relation to each other and the larger world. We will recite together, first in English and then in Spanish. We respect the interdependent web of life and work for a just and peaceful world. We encourage the search for truth and meaning, strive for compassion in our relationships, and seek values that will benefit our lives and the lives of others. This is our covenant. Respetamos todos los estilos de vida dentro de su red interdependiente y trabajamos por un mundo justo y pacífico. Alentamos la búsqueda de la verdad y la comprensión total. Nos esforzamos por mantener compasión en nuestras relaciones y buscamos valores que beneficien nuestras vidas y las vidas de los demás. Este es nuestro convenio.
Please be seated. This congregation is a caring community. We are here for each other at good times and in difficult times. If at any time you need to speak with a minister or need help from our care team volunteers, please contact us. You can find information on how to do that on our website, UUFSMA.org. Each week, an important part of our service, really an important part of being that caring community, is the sharing of significant joys, sorrows, and concerns of our members and friends. For each joy, sorrow, or concern, we light a candle indicating that that person, that thought, that prayer is held in our hearts this morning. If you have a joy, sorrow, or concern you'd like shared in an upcoming service, you can email it to me. If you're going to be here, you can fill it out on an index card like some have done this morning. If you are on Zoom and you'd like to share something now, you can type it into the chat. Diego will monitor the chat to see if we get any today. Our first candle is for Esther Serrano, who's the mother of our new executive director, Sarah Hidalgo. She fell and broke her hip and had surgery last night, and she's doing well. But we send her our thoughts and prayers for full and speedy recovery. And now, speaking of Sarah Hidalgo, several of you have asked us to light a candle of what a joy it is to have her with us this week. And she, along with her husband Pierre, for making this trip down to San Miguel. She won't be living here until May, but she's already busy with our work. A candle of concern for Jerry Rosing. He is taking an unexpected trip back to the U.S. for medical reasons, so our well wishes and thoughts and prayers go with him. A candle that's an important one, really, for many people in our congregation. This week was Veterans Day, and we light a candle in honor of the service of veterans, but especially at this time, we hold members of the military in our hearts because of the difficult position they're being put in with very questionable orders. I have a concern. Wilka Roig's mother had multiple thrombosis. She's home now, where she'll be spending her final days as comfortable as possible. Our concerns are not limited to individuals here or to our community, but of course reach out to the world as well. We light our two large candles. First, our candle for peace. We hold in our hearts all those killed, injured, or displaced, and all those who've lost loved ones due to war, wherever that war was taking place. We pray for a ceasefire to hold and a real lasting peace to come to the Middle East, and for the food and medical aid to reach those who are suffering. We pray for an end to the war in Ukraine, which is fair and just. We also pray for an end to the war in Sudan, an end to the other conflicts in Africa and Asia, and finally, we pray that war will not erupt in Venezuela. We now light our Mexican candle, as we're doing each week. This one is for the Mexican people. Many of us who are guests in this country wish to do so as an expression of gratitude to them and for their welcome and hospitality. But we will also call this a candle of concern. Again this week, the concern for harsh U.S. policies hurting Mexicans and harsh and unjust treatments of Mexicans, of course, other immigrants as well in the U.S. We'll light our final candle for all those joys, sorrows, and concerns held deep in our hearts, but which remain unspoken today. I now invite you into a time of prayer or reflection. Spirit of community in which we share and find strength and common purpose. We turn our minds and our hearts to one another, seeking to bring into our circle all who need our love and support, those who are ill in body or spirit, those who are lonely, those who have been wronged. We renew our commitment to justice, fairness, and compassion for all people. We acknowledge that we are part of the web of life that makes us one with all humanity, one with all the universe. May this time of shared joys and concerns lead us to a better understanding of our community and the precious gift that we possess that enables us to minister to each other and give us strength in our resolve to live the values and principles of this faith tradition. Any, Diego? One, okay. All set, or there's one? I think we have one that okay, let's see what oh my goodness. Hold on. A candle of concern we light for Jennifer Young Hall, who took a nasty fall yesterday and required numerous stitches. Kirsten sends us a joy for Indigenous Peoples Month, the Thanksgiving season and solstice, hoping for respect for all living beings and deep concern for the ecology. Doug and Kathy ask us to pray for the U.S. and perhaps the worm that has turned. Let's see. Lynn Knox, a week ago I had a successful laparoscopic surgery to remove an increasingly problematic gallbladder. I'm grateful to the medical team and especially grateful to my sister Lee Knox, who lives here in San Miguel too. She was a wonderful caretaker, and I am almost back to regular life, looking forward to eating delicious fatty food again in about a month. And now, if any of you would like to come forward and silently light a candle to give witness to whatever joys, sorrows, or concerns are in your heart, please do so now. Well, some call it luck, some maybe good fortune, some a bit of divine intervention. But what are the odds when searching for an executive director, we would find a Mexican bilingual person with the exact skill set we need, who has worked in administration capacities for 3 different Unitarian Universalist congregations in the US? Well, we did. Sarah Hidalgo is with us for a week, but she'll be joining us here, living here as of May. And I wanted to give her just a moment to introduce herself and speak to you whatever she'd like to say. Sarah?
Buenos días.
Buenos dias.
Good morning to everyone. It is great joy to stand here in front of you. Excuse my emotion. My mother had surgery yesterday. All went well, which I'm grateful for. I am grateful and beyond joyful of being the executive director of the fellowship. And it's not by mistake that this has happened, because all combined of my life experience combines so well with San Miguel, the good and the difficult experiences combined, and we all join here today. I will be leading along with the leaders of the fellowship to the best of my capacity, and bringing the fellowship to the next step of the community. Muchísimas gracias por recibirme en esta forma. Muchas gracias por las velas que prendieron. I'm so grateful for the candles that you all lit for my mother and for myself and my husband. And please feel free to contact me in however I may help. Thank you.
And I also think it's your birthday, am I correct?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday. I now invite you to rise as you're able, and Lauren will lead us in hymn number 360, Here We Have Gathered. Words will be on the screen or in the hymnal.
sharing what we can. Sing now together this our heart's own song. Life has its battles, sorrows and regrets, but in the shadows, let us not forget. We together know each other's pain. Kindness can heal us as we give, Sing now in friendship is our heart's own song.
Please be seated. A couple of times during the year, on a Sunday morning service, we take the opportunity to recognize our new members. To become a member, you do not have to swear allegiance to a particular creed or set of beliefs. You simply indicate that you are in sympathy with the values of this liberal faith tradition, wish to support the mission of this church with a pledge if possible, and wish to be involved in this community. You fill out a form and then you sign a membership book. When one becomes a Unitarian Universalist, you're not asked to give up your beliefs or even change your beliefs, but to bring them here with you to enrich the fabric of this community. In this community, we hope you will continue to grow in those beliefs and explore new ones. And with the support of others, travel on your spiritual path. For our ceremony, I'm going to invite a couple of helpers up here. Susan McDonald and Theo, could we bring Theo forward and give her the flowers that she's going to present? Yeah, she can just, yeah. Theo Billings and our president, Arlene, but Arlene, you can wait till the end, okay? She's also going to help. And now I'm going to invite all of those that are new members, and I'm inviting you all to look at the insert in your order of service. It doesn't go quite as it is on there, but I'll tell you when your parts come up. So focus on the insert in the order of service. And for new folks, what we would like you to do is we're going to have this membership book, which is right here. It's going to put it up here with Susan. And you're going to come around this way, come into the pulpit and sign the book, and then come out this way. And meet me over here, and we're going to form a line right across the front. And as you come, Theo will hand you a beautiful flower symbolizing your entrance into the fellowship, a little gift. Okay?
Yeah.
Someone agrees. So, and any of the new members that are here, please come right up behind the screen and head around to see Susan in the pulpit. Bring your orders of service with you, please. Bring your order of service. Have you got your order? Bring your order of service with you. You've got a part.
Yes.
Okay. So bring them right into sign.
Oh, bring them up and sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ready. Look at the kids. Can't see anything.
Come right this way. And we're going to start the line right over here so we can fit a lot of people. We're going to get, actually, why don't you get it right now? Yep. There you go. That's the way. And if you would, just introduce yourself, just your name and where you're from.
Okay. My name is Lizzie Hagenstein. I'm from Nantucket, Massachusetts.
I didn't know that. Thank you. Yeah. Great. Quentin, would you introduce yourself?
I'm Quentin Dronette, and I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Great. Let's keep moving along so that we can... No, just stand up. You got a part. Here you go.
I'm Jerry Ernest from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Great. Just come right over here. We got a good bunch. Yeah, you can put them all down. Yeah, that's okay. You can introduce your family.
Okay.
Come right in here.
Hi, I'm Dia Rivers. This is my wife, Ashley Rivers, and our son, Wilder Rivers, and new baby, TBD, on the way. We're from Idaho.
Congratulations.
Hola, I'm Yesmira Montes. I can speak English. From San Miguel de Allende.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. You want to introduce yourself? You can do English or Spanish. Su nombre y su nombre.
No, pues yo soy Kai y pues yo soy de aquí.
Gracias. She's going to give you a clap.
Tyson Alford. We live here now, but came from Wisconsin.
Great. She'll give you a flower.
Hi, folks. I'm Tom Pennenberg, Tyson's husband, and we're from. We are? Okay.
Okay. If we need to double up, we can come right across here. It's okay. As long as we can bring people out. That's good. Hi.
Hi, I'm Chris Maxfield from Seattle, Washington, now living in Lauldale.
Thank you. Grab a flower. Christiana?
I'm Christiana Coakley from Appleton, Wisconsin, same as Ty and Tom.
You can go right across the front. It's okay. Or we can group in.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm from Austin, Texas.
Get a flower. Get a flower from. Here you go, Ann. Introduce yourself.
Yo soy Ana Egan de Nuevo México, que estaba en parte de México para más años que estaba en parte de los Estados Unidos. I'm Ann Hayes Egan I moved here, live here from New Mexico, which was part of Mexico for longer than it was part of the U.S.
Yeah, for sure. There you go.
Hello, I'm Sandra Ellis, and I'm from Guelph, Ontario, in Canada.
Want to grab a flower? Peggy?
Good morning, buenos dias. I'm Peggy Jacobson from Seattle.
Okay, want to get a flower over here?
Douglas Bowie from Calgary, Canada.
Great. And if you could grab a flower too? We can squeeze in 2 roses, okay?
Hello, my name is Andy Vaughn from Seattle, Washington, originally from Western Springs, Illinois.
Great. Want to grab a flower from Theo? Here you go, Tom.
And I'm Tom Orlowski. I grew up in Minneapolis, now retired in San Miguel. You're stuck with me.
On your order of service, if you have it, and if not, you can look on with your neighbor. There's a new member affirmation. You can choose to do it in English, Spanish, or both, okay? Would anyone like to lead the English part so we can have the microphone so the people on Zoom can hear you? How about Ann? There you go.
We join this Unitarian Universalist Fellowship as an affirmation of our willingness to participate in and support a religious organization whose members are dedicated to the quest for truth, freedom, and justice. We seek to understand and fulfill our potential by leading lives of integrity and service to others. We willingly join you in the continuing creation of this beloved community.
Would you guys like to lead it in Spanish? Wonderful.
Nos unimos a esta comunidad unitaria universalista como una afirmación de nuestra voluntad de participar y apoyar a una organización religiosa cuyos miembros están dedicados a la búsqueda de la verdad, la libertad y la justicia. Buscamos entender y realizar nuestro potencial, llevando vidas de integridad y servicio a otros. Nos unimos voluntariamente a ustedes en la creación continua de esta amada comunidad.
Do you see the congregational response in your order of service? Would someone like to lead the English part? Arlene would, our president. Here you go.
Our community is blessed by your presence. May it be for you and for all a cradle for new dreams, a workshop of our common endeavor, and a home for spiritual growth and human understanding.
How about Spanish? We have a volunteer here. Oh, Edith.
Nuestra comunidad está bendecida por su presencia. Que sea para ustedes y para todos una cuna para nuevos sueños, un taller de nuestro esfuerzo común y un hogar para el crecimiento espiritual y la comprensión humana.
Gracias. We're so glad to have you as part of our fellowship. There are so many opportunities to be involved, to find community, to meet your spiritual needs, to learn, to have fun, to serve others, to work for justice. Know that the ministry and the programs that we offer are here for you. Joining this fellowship is entering into a new relationship. And like all positive relationships, it's a two-way street. This fellowship has a lot to give to you, but also you bring something special to us. We are enriched by your presence here. When folks join a Unitarian Universalist congregation, it's traditional for the minister to give them a charge. So I charge you to explore, to find what interests you, supports you, gives meaning to your life. You can get involved to the degree you wish. But the truest thing I can tell you about membership in any church or fellowship, any congregation, is what you get out of a church is always in proportion to what you put into it. Welcome to this new relationship in your life and in the life of this fellowship. May it be rich and rewarding for both of us. And now our president, on behalf of the board, has a gift to give to each of you. Okay. Oh, Susan's got them. Here they go. Here they are. After you receive the gift, you're welcome to return to your seats. If you're a couple, we're a little limited because it's good news. We got more than we thought. We may have to, at least for now, have a family share one, if that's okay. If we have extra, we can give you another one afterwards. We have this, by the way, this is available both in Spanish and in English. So if you want a Spanish copy, just say so. Actually, did you get Spanish or English? Let me see what you got. Oh, good. Bueno. I hope that you'll all take the opportunity to welcome them individually, but why don't we give all our new members a round of applause to show how welcome they are. Shuffling a lot of papers here today. At a conference that I attended several years ago, one of my colleagues, the Reverend Stephen Jonathan, told this true story. Stephen was at a gathering of people, and the discussion of what one of them had seen on the internet posted came up. Someone had posted that they were looking for a different kind of religion, one that accepted them as they are without trying to change them, a church that didn't force them to accept certain beliefs. It would be a religion where people from all kinds of theological backgrounds could come together for worship. It would be a spiritual place that encourages you on your journey for truth and meaning, that promotes equality and justice. Well, you get the picture, right? Anyway, needless to say, Stephen took the opportunity to tell the group about Unitarian Universalism. And when he went home that night, he was thinking about what had transpired, so he decided to go online to see if he could find the post that they were referring to. He searched and he found it. And he wrote to the person to tell her about Unitarian Universalism. And she wrote back. She told him that she was a high school senior in a very conservative town in Georgia, where the Southern Baptist Church was the most liberal church in town. She told him that when she read his letter to her, it was the first time in her life that she did not feel alone in her beliefs. She could not believe that there was an entire religion like the one he described. And she asked him to send her more information, but to please send it in a plain, unmarked brown envelope. And he did. He lost touch with her after a while. Life went on. In his capacity of working for the UUA, he would travel, speaking at church services and meetings around the country. And he would sometimes tell the story of that young woman in Georgia. Often people would come up to him and say, "Oh, that's my story. I couldn't believe that there was a religion like this one either." One day, several years later, after he spoke at a Unitarian Universalist church service, a young woman from that church, holding a small child, walked up to him and said, "Oh, that's my story." And he assumed it was another person who could identify with the story of that young woman in Georgia. He was about to turn to the next person in line, and she said, "No, wait. That is my story, and I came to thank you for saving my life." I guess what I want to tell you this morning is that we, in so many ways, can actually be a life-saving faith. And there's really not much more important than that. Before we go further, we should recognize that what saves this young woman's life, as she put it, was really not a one-time event, not just reading some material that Stephan sent. What that did was to help her find a path forward. But look at where the story ends. There she is on a Sunday morning in a Unitarian Universalist congregation with her child. Now her church, her child's church. Maybe she got married there. I bet she had her child dedicated in that church of fellowship. And I bet she can't wait to enroll her child in the religious education classes so he or she doesn't have to go through what she did as a teen. For sure, she has found new friends there, real friends who welcome her and her beliefs. She has reached out, and the information she received from Stephan was critical, and it came at a very troubled time, but it was only the beginning of what saved her life. Maybe you think these words are too strong, overly dramatic. A life-saving faith, really? So many times in my ministry, people have come to talk with me and said, "Where have you?" And by you, they didn't mean me personally, but they meant Unitarian Universalism, been all my life. I have needed you, and I did not know your kind of church was right here in my community. I have heard about, I've witnessed many variations on that young woman's story. I have literally seen our faith save the life of a trans child from suicide, a middle-aged drug user from that downward spiral of addiction, a lonely and depressed senior from anger and isolation. All people ready to give up on life before they found us. So it can be dramatic. But to be life-saving, it does not have to be dramatic. Maybe your story is a version of this story. Maybe you came from a religion that taught things that you could really never accept. Maybe that religion would not accept you for who you are and wanted to change you. Maybe you had no religion, no community where you could find a spiritual home, and you felt so alone, so empty, so judged. Now, I don't want to make us sound like we're miracle workers or magicians who wave a UU magic wand and life becomes great. But again and again, when we open the door of our community wide, when people learn that they are not alone in their beliefs, when they realize what they can find here, rather miraculous things can happen. And it is here that people again and again, in extraordinarily different ways, find what really matters. It's hard to say what really matters most about our faith tradition. There are so many important things we could mention. We usually focus on the big things, the social justice stances we take, the causes we support and work for. So important for sure. But I really suspect, for most of us, what really matters are the much more personal and less dramatic moments. The ongoing work we do within our community to help the lonely, the poor, and the sick among us. The way we raise our children together to be fine, open-minded adults ready to make our world a better place. The times when the sermon or the music or a prayer or a reading on Sunday really touches our soul, just maybe even changes our life a bit. The deep and meaningful connections we make with each other, whether it's in a women's group or a newcomers class, or just when our joy or sorrow of ours is shared and feeling the support that comes from the community. The times when this place and these people touch our soul and we feel spiritually at home. I suspect for most of us, those things are at the core of what really matters. We as UUs rightly look to our deeds, how we reach out to others, how we stand with others in the marches for justice, how we do the work of justice, critical work, feeding the hungry, educating the poor, and so many other things. But I want to look today at something even more basic. Not what we do, but who we are. Not what we give away, but what we affirm and cultivate right here. To look at it another way is what we each receive is as important as what we give. You know, as we sometimes sing, "From you I receive, to you I give, together we share and by this we live." Did you note that receive comes first and then moves on to giving? It happens not alone, but together, in community, a community that that teenage girl didn't know existed. We share, and by this we live. Perhaps we should have a motto: receiving, giving, sharing, living. It sort of works. You know, these are pretty rough times. It feels like people have lost their values. People in authority have lost their values. Their moral compass is totally out of whack. And does it not amaze you that those same people who profess to be religious on the religious right proclaim their moral certainty and righteousness in all matters, just look the other way and refuse to do what they know is unquestionably the right thing? Think about it. How weak those faiths must really be if they have no lasting values implanted in their followers. We are far from perfect, but somehow I don't see us that way. I don't see us giving up our values in exchange for power or expediency or blindly supporting some ruler's whim. Maybe I'm being naive, but time and again when I meet the youth who grew up in the religious education program at the church where I'm emeritus, and there are lots of them, I'm so proud to see that they have carried those Unitarian Universalist values and principles to the world, to their work, to what they do. It affirms me in my belief that what we do here as a Unitarian Universalist congregation and all Unitarian Universalist congregations really matters. Yes, it matters on the grand scale of social justice movements or helping the poor or working to improve the environment, but it matters maybe most on a very personal level to each of us. What you receive matters. It's the foundation on which the rest is built. If people are not receiving spiritual nurture, support, acceptance, unconditional love in our community, they will dry up, turn to dust, blow away, no matter how much they may be giving. Yes, Francis of Assisi put it is in giving that we receive, but the equation really begins with receiving. It has to, and that's critically important for us to recognize. This morning, our children were with us, and each week that they receive something valuable, a message about values and loving community that holds them, welcomes them, encourages them. What they give to the world will be shaped by what they receive here. This morning, we recognized lots of new members. Each has a story of what brings them here. They will vary, but receiving something important, something they need, is part of that story. It always is. And what they receive here will also empower them to give back. It is in receiving that we are grounded, and that receiving is intrinsically connected to our giving. Receiving what this community offers affirms our acceptance, deepens our human connections, and inspires us to give to others. So the essence of religious community is that we are all at different times, and certainly in different ways, givers and receivers. And that's what happens here, yes. Yes, we reach out beyond the walls, but doing so is grounded in our reaching into a deeper place within ourselves that has at least been shaped in part by this faith community or one like it. It may sound strange, almost selfish to say, but I do believe that what really matters is what you receive here. It underpins everything else. And our fellowship is working so hard to give you all we can, and we are so glad when you receive those gifts we have to give. As a fellowship, we are always becoming better at giving to you, and I'm proud of the things that we do that really matter, but there are more things we need to do, and things we need to do better. We are on an important journey together, a journey of giving, affirming, supporting. We're all receivers of those gifts that in turn empower us, inspire us in our giving. And maybe, just maybe, in some way, save our life or the life of someone dear to us. It is because of what we receive that we know why our support of this place, this home, this fellowship is so important. We're at the time of year when we ask you to pledge your generous support for the fellowship. And we do so not just because we support the voice of liberal religion in the community, or we like the politics or the social justice stances we take. We do so above all else because of what we receive and what we will receive and what we have received and what we need to receive in the future, or what our friends and loved ones have received and we are so grateful for. Whether you'll be at the celebration dinner tonight and pledge there, or whether you're with us on Zoom and will pledge online, I want to ask you to just consider that one question. What really matters? And I want you to focus on what you have received and are receiving and what others you know are receiving here. This faith from which we and our children and our grandchildren receive so much, a faith that defines who we are becoming, needs your most generous financial support. It really matters. So please continue to receive the blessings of this community abundantly, and then, as you can, give back. I invite you now to rise as you're able and join in singing hymn number 300. Lauren will lead us with Heart and Mind.
Yes. And now it is time for the offertory. The offering. We take the offering to sustain and strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope. For we are now the keepers of the dream, the ushers will accept your generosity. Thank you. We are so blessed to have this beautiful music every week. Those of you here in the Aldea, remember to stay and enjoy coffee and refreshments. If you are interested in joining Reverend Tom in the back room for our new 2 UU coffee hour, please make your way back there when you hear the bell ring. We do record our Sunday in-person services. You can find a link to these on our website, UUFSMA.org. And while on the website, please check out various events sponsored by the fellowship and information on how to become a member. Okay, and I have another announcement. Remember our holiday bazaar after the service on December 14th. If you have things to sell, please see Nora. Is Nora around? Can she wave? There she is in the back, okay? She will help you sign up. And please, if you can, help carry some things upstairs for those who may have trouble or help clean up afterwards. We really need you. and see Nora at coffee hour. And now, it's the benediction.
Never enough thank yous. Lauren has thanked you all for being here. I want to be sure we thank our Zoom people for being here and thank Malcolm for providing the wonderful music today. You may know that Malcolm conducts the Chorale San Miguel, which has an incredible concert on next Saturday evening, so if you'd like tickets or more information about that, you can see him after the service. I also want to acknowledge our staff who do such a wonderful job, and we fail to thank them often enough, so thank you to them as well. After our benediction, please remain seated for the postlude. These words are from John Morgan, and it's really his take on what he believes really matters. He writes, "In the end, it won't matter how much you have, but rather how much you've given. It won't matter how much you know, but rather how much you love. And it won't matter how much you profess to believe, but rather how deeply you live the few enduring truths that you claim as ultimate." Go now in peace. We extinguish our chalice flame, but not the light we carry with us in our hearts, the light of truth, the light of love, the light of justice, the light of fellowship, until we meet again.